Hey guys, so we are about to head to the Natural History Museum. Matthew says he doesn't want to film, but I want to make this intro just in case we do, or if I decide to put some pictures together to just kind of show you what we like to see, what we go through, and I might do just a voiceover if anything. Anyway, we will check you guys later. Super excited to spend the entire day with my boy. Okay. So we got there and we went through the planetarium side. We get the tickets down on the bottom floor, and then we went straight into the main part of the museum, which you will see we pretty much stuck to the first and the second floors. We went straight into, I believe this was the American animal exhibit. We didn't go very far into it. He just wanted to look at a couple of things. You will just see throughout the video that I kind of just follow his lead. We've been there hundreds of times, and we will probably go back within the month or next month. Here we go upstairs because he wanted to look for something. And taking a moment to figure out which exhibit he decided to choose. Which was... He wanted to go to the Mexican American, and then he wanted to do the ocean room, as well as the elephants. We did find the elephants right away. So here's the Asian room. The Asian mammals, sorry guys. I'm just looking through, talking about each animal. Now we enter the Asian people, and he was not thrilled with being in this room, so you will see this was not where he wanted to be. He does a quick turnaround to go back into a different way. Now back through the Hall of Asian Mammals to the main hallway. I was attempting to get shots of the other side of the room that we missed, but he was just not having it and wanted to move on. Then he saw dinosaurs. Then we stopped and he decided ocean room it was. So here we go. Wait, before we go, must have water, according to him. Nope, sorry, had to fold the map, because he gave it to me all wonky. And down the stairs we go. He knew the way very well to get to where he wanted to go. Before we could get to the room of oceans, we had to go through the Hall of Biodiversity. So this is it. Here it is. You see the giant squid, the clam. And right on the right side is an entire wall of our ecosystem, as well as on the other side of the wall, inside the ocean room, if you ever get a chance to go. You will probably see that in another video. But we took a few minutes to just look at everything on the wall and point it out. He especially loved the stingrays. They're one of his favorites. And there's a glimpse of the ocean room. We decided not to go inside, but to continue on through. And learning about something new every single day. Then he wanted to go to the discovery room, but we were going to take a shortcut through the Hall of North American Forests. And here we learn about bugs. Kind of like Bug's Life. Or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And Matthew had to point out that that black millipede is something that he had as a pet over the summer. And the giant mosquito. Personally, I think it's just gross, but Matthew took a very big interest and had to ask some questions before moving on. That's the southeastern coast. I think it said South Carolina or North Carolina. I don't remember. And these are all about Dutchess County and the the farming, the apple farms that are out there. That's where we go apple picking. And then this forest was actually the Olympic forest in Oregon. And he was really fascinated by how big the tree trunks were. And it was a map. We have to stop for maps and just look. I had to point out the tree stump. Again, more fascination. And farming throughout the years. Matthew especially likes to talk about farming stuff and equipment. So he wanted to go to the discovery room. It is in the back corner, but it was closed. So we will go back another day. It's a fun 30-minute thing that kids can do when it's open. And so we decided to walk through this way. A bunch of exhibits are closed at the moment. So we walked all the way through, talked about the Viking ship. And then if you see in the back corner, there is that cool tree that we had to just check it out. So hold on a minute and we will go give you a glimpse. Here we are. I love the way he runs. Here is the origami tree. How cool was that? It's so beautiful. And then it was deciding between the Hall of Human Origins, the Education Hall, or heading back up to the second floor. And it was second floor. And why, Mom? Why, Mom, are there so many stairs? That's what he was saying to me, guys. Trying to decide between left or right. So we went right. And we entered the hall of the Mexico and Central American exhibits. We just talk about the items we see and the different culture. Talking about the step pyramids and more statues and the deities. And how all of this is engraved in Mexico. And like the ancient cities or the ancient areas of Mexico and how beautiful it is. Now we're in the Amazon. Go through. He really just wanted a museum. Start going to the museum shop at this point. So he was getting upset that there was no way through. So we just end up looping around back out. As you'll see, Mommy messed up. But we are seeing new things, which is really cool. We like finding new exhibits. Okay, I had to put down the camera for a minute to figure out how to get out of there. We walked through I believe this was the African people exhibit. Yep, that's what it was. In order to get out through a shortcut to where he actually wanted to be. So we're just walking quickly, but I'm actually looking as we go. And we were finally out of there and right near where he actually wanted to be, which was the museum shop. Which, of course, we had to go through. He knew exactly which level he wanted. Took me a minute to realize that this was the big one, which is a few stories tall. Like, look at all this beautiful stuff. By that point, he no longer really cared to be in the museum, so we went into Central Park and we took a very long walk from the west side to the east, and on our way we come across this beautiful pond where he gets to climb rocks and see the geese. And I didn't really film much of our walk and our trip from that point on, but he climbed, he rolled down hills, and then he went to the playground before we returned home for dinner. I hope you all enjoyed our fun adventure through the Natural History Museum and having a glimpse of Central Park. Please like and subscribe down below. We will be having more fun adventures coming very, very soon. Thank you all for watching.